next.
And even on the
That's
honeymoon, there was lots of like I think they only showed us fighting on the honeymoon, but I mean we like filmed dinners together every single night. And I think a lot of those dinners like I would be asking all the questions of like getting to know him. And I remember I told the producer, I'm like, I feel like if I don't talk in these dinners, like we'd be sitting in silence. And I remember there was like one dinner, again, it wasn't shown, but I was asking all the questions. And then I finally looked at him, I'm like, was there anything like you want to ask me, like get to know me? And he was like, no, like I don't think I'm ready to like do that yet. And I'm like, what? You don't want to ask anything about me? I remember thinking that was so weird. And then the next day is the scene where he worked out with Madison. I think she'd been like, ask her about her family. So like he comes in the room, he's like, tell me about your parents. And I'm like, where did you come up with that? Like, and I think that's what people are like, God, she doesn't want him to get to know her. But like, there were several dinners where it was constantly me just like asking questions and him not.
I don't believe her. What I saw her do on that honeymoon, she was not interested in this man. She basically told him, she told him, stop texting me, stop calling me. What did she tell him? She told him it was something equivalent to that he was suffocating her, that he was too much in her face and to back off. Those were her specific words. It's like what television show was she watching? So you're gonna tell me that the woman that we saw on this honeymoon was sitting down having dinner with David at the honeymoon, and she was asking him questions. See, this is a lie. This is a lie. I'm telling you that this woman is telling. Oh my God.
Back to me. And then, of course, they like showed the scene where I'm like, don't ask me about my parents. So it looks like I was like, don't get to know me. But I think it was like if that felt out of left field because the night before I was like, is there anything you want to ask me? He was like, no, I'm not ready to do that yet. I'm like, okay. And then he like comes in hot with, tell me about your childhood.
okay.
Now, I'm gonna, stop it here because number one, he was asking everybody. David was trying to figure out what can I do so that I can get, in better with this woman. So yeah, Madison did give him advice. But you know who else gave him advice? Before he met her, when she told him to back off, before he met her for that scene, the women went to yoga with Carla, and the men went to the place and they had like a flight of whiskey tastings. And Juan and all of them gave him advice to go and ask her questions. I'm gonna post that down there if I can remember. I may or may not. Um, but yeah, and then she's blaming it on Madison. She's saying that, well, yeah, it was after he worked out with Madison. How would she even know that? How would she even know that that was the day that he got that information? And like I'm saying, he was asking everybody for information. And even if he did get it from Madison, so what? That was back during the time when she was actually trying to help y'all get together. So and then she's still blaming production. She's saying that they left out scenes because her and David was eating dinner together. That, to me, that is a bald-faced lie. And people are going to let her continue to get away with this. And it's disgusting. It is disgusting. Let me see if I can finish playing this so I can be done. Okay.
Because David was implying on a recent interview with Denise Brady, the therapist, he sort of implied no interactions. You did?
I did not.
Oh, you did not. Okay, I'll clue you in. Basically, he was like, me and Michelle had no interactions with each other except for the ones that were filmed on camera, and so that's not true. You just said okay, and on top of that, as you're having these dinners, were you authentically trying to get to know him and like try in this experience? Or
Yes.
was it for, just because David may say it's for the cameras? Like, was it for the cameras? Were you genuinely putting an effort?
I mean, I put in effort.
Mhm.
Like, I think like I showed up to every single thing, every dinner, every filming. I lived in that apartment, like I went on a honeymoon, like I threatened to quit every 2 seconds, but like, yeah, I put in the effort. Like even like getting to know him, like I asked so many questions about him.
Okay, so how can she say that she's ready she's trying to get to know him and say that she's threatening to quit at the same time? This is incongruent. That was the word I was looking for earlier when I just told you about this. She wished she had talked about her definition of what driving success meant versus she was very specific about the finances and that she told them that she didn't want anybody that made less money than she did. Now she's doing it again. David is saying that they didn't talk unless they were on camera. She's saying that they had dinners and that they did talk, and but she was threatening to quit, every 2 seconds. That's incongruency. There's something wrong with this woman. There's something wrong with Michelle. And this interview has solidified what I already had understood about her. And everybody who's defending her, there's something wrong with them too.
That stuff because it doesn't fit the narrative.
Do you wish, I'm watching a little bit of Married at First Sight Australia, and I'm noticing that they're able.
Okay. So, yeah, like I said, y'all go down there and check out this video and look at it for yourself. You ain't got to believe me. You don't have to agree with me. There's something wrong with this woman. And I will say it again. I'm so happy that David got away from her. All right. I think that was it that I wanted to talk about. You guys take care. And I am going to let y'all know pretty soon whether or not I'm going to do the next season. Okay.